Alrighty. Welcome in. What is going on today? So, oh, oh, so much has been going on. In between Switch 2 announcement last week, and then all of the stuff that I got to do this past weekend, which was really fun, really enjoyable, really cool in my mind. I actually got to, and I took it off, and I feel weird. I actually got to work the TNA Genesis pay-per-view as a utility for the camera ops. I got to do a lot of cool stuff with that. Got to help set up cameras, help set up all the audio lines, video lines, all the cabling. Got to play around and help with the jib that was used, and it was super exciting, and cannot wait to do it again. Cannot wait to do it again. There is just a large portion of my being that just absolutely loved getting to do that. And that's because that's my bread and butter. That's what I like doing. And it is what it is. Like, I really enjoy wrestling. I mean, we can go over that pay-per-view actually. We can go over a little bit here after a little while, because I mean, that pay-per-view was awesome. We got to see the first little bit of interaction between TNA and WWE NXT, which was cool because we saw people like, I mean, really, there was only like 5 people that showed up. That was Ariana Grace, Shanti the Adonis, Cora Jade, and then Praxium, which is 2 people. But yeah. Which, if you want an amazing opportunity to see Praxium compete tomorrow on one of the first live tapings of TNA Impact in a long time. They are defending their NXT Tag Team Championships against the Rascals. I think this is probably one of the best opportunities for some TNA competitors to actually win a WWE title. Prior to going to WWE. That's the whole thing. Like, this is prior to going to WWE and wrestling under a WWE contract. But we'll come over here and we're gonna switch screen. And we're gonna take a look at we're gonna go kind of over the TNA card, and as apropos as Mr. Cody Rhodes is, let's talk about it. Actually, give me just a quick second here. So looking at the card, okay, the only one that's really not listed on here was Ashanti the Adonis came out and actually wrestled Jake Something, in which Jake Something whooped him left to right, upside down. Really could barely call it a match, actually. be completely honest. But it is what it is on that. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the camera here. So let me restart. Let me go back here. So TNA Genesis was the first TNA event that has the crossover of NXT. Because the WWE partnership is mainly with NXT. From everything that I've seen so far, we had Ashanti the Adonis versus Jake Something, in which Jake Something completely demolished Ashanti the Adonis. That was the first interaction. That's actually on the Countdown Show. You can go watch that over on their YouTube channel if you wanted to. As for the things that were on the card itself, you had Frankie Kazarian versus Leon Slater. Great match, fun match. No, I feel really horrible because I cannot remember who won that. So, give me a second here. Now that I'm thinking about it, I guess I do need to pull up some notes here. Yeah, I guess I did not I mean, I remember most of the matches, but yeah. Yeah, it was. Sorry, let me just make a note here. Peace. Let's see. So, I guess I can pull this up here. My biggest. Scroll too far. Okay. Alright. Okay. So, we're gonna try this one more time. Stop it. Okay. All right. So, looking at TNA Genesis, it was the first time that we got to see a crossover with TNA and WWE in the form of NXT. We had the opening sequence had them talking about it on the Countdown Show, which led to an impromptu match between Jake Something and Ashanti the Adonis. Jake Something easily wiped the floor with Ashanti the Adonis. It was just a clear declaration of power and strength from Jake Something. Very much worth it to see. You can actually go check out that on their YouTube channel by looking at the Countdown Show to Genesis. um, completely different aspect of being there. Seeing what he did, seeing how that went. It was fun. It was a cool interaction to get to be part of. Um, Going from there, looking at your first three matches, you had Frankie Kazarian going against Leon Slater. It was an amazing match. There was high flying, there was action, there was suspense, really, because you saw where like Leon Slater was pulling out stuff that, I mean, he's known for, but it felt like he was on a different level that night. Really felt like he was trying a different, like trying to be on that top tier level. You had Moose versus Ace Austin for the X Division title. I messed up. So I mean, I guess I really just need to write a script down for some of this stuff because yeah. But I let me just okay. So let's just talk about cool. So we'll go countdown show and we'll cut it, and then I'll go into Genesis because I want to be able to pull this to post as a video. Okay. So looking at what happened this past weekend on January 19th, you have TNA Genesis. Show was great. Looking at the countdown show, their pre-show, you had two very well done matches. You had the setup for Frankie Kazarian versus Leon Slater, which was scheduled. But then you also had the impromptu match of Jake Something versus Shanti the Adonis from WWE NXT. This was all brought about because they were really getting into the heavier announcement of that TNA people might show up at Genesis, and trust me, there were a couple, and we already knew Ariana Grace was kind of going back and forth between NXT and Impact. She was one of the main people from NXT to go to Impact and to be one of those like testers. This now has the opportunity for Shanti the Adonis to come in. Got into the ring, started talking trash, did an open challenge. Jake Something came out and obliterated. It was very much a one-sided fight. Very much entertaining. Very much it was entertaining to say the least. You then had Frankie Kazarian versus Leon Slater. This was really one of those things where Leon Slater looked really good in this fight. It made him look very good. It made him look like he knows what he's doing, because he does. And it allowed him to show off some stuff with a veteran that he wouldn't necessarily normally get to show off. He did unfortunately lose to Kazarian, which makes sense because in the world of things, Kazarian having the Call Your Shot title, or Call Your Shot champion trophy, makes sense that he wouldn't lose in this set. It was good moves by TNA how they set stuff up. And it made Kazarian look strong. It made Slater look strong. I think the match came out great. Alright. I will get into the actual pay-per-view. Check out my next video. Go from there. Alright. So okay. So looking at things now we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the pay-per-view. Let's see. I feel like I'm going to end up needing to go through a couple of different formats of this. Because because I believe there were a couple of different things that happened. There wasn't too much like inner fighting between matches, so it was all pretty straightforward, which is good. It's the type of matches that you want, is stuff that doesn't necessarily cause any issues with the runtime and stuff. So alright, so I'm gonna break this down into like 2 match arcs here, maybe 3 match arcs. We'll see. Alright. So TNA Genesis. This happened January 19th, 2025, Dallas, Texas. Anybody who wants to argue with me, yes, it's technically in Garland, but that's not here nor there. We are looking at so many great matches that happened, and it was honestly amazing to get to watch it. Being there where I was working utility next to the ring and stuff like that was beyond crazy. Almost got run over a couple times. Speaking of, the first match that we're going to talk about was Ace Austin versus Moose for the X Division title. This match was peak big guy versus agility. Moose is an amazing competitor. He moves like he has moves like cruiserweight, where he's fast. He is nimble. He just chooses not to do some stuff, and that's perfectly fine. He doesn't like doing high flying. He doesn't like doing jump spots, and I don't blame him. He's a big guy. Ace Austin and Moose, great opening match. Really sad to see Ace lose this match, only because I think I legitimately think Ace is one of the top guys that TNA has, that has charisma, ability, and I mean is really relatable in a lot of ways. From there, because of the backlash of some of the stuff that happened, specifically Ace doing a dive into system, to try to get them to not interfere with the match, which ended up costing him the match, unfortunately. It set up the next match, which was a tag match between the System, Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers, versus Eric Young and Steve Macklin. After going back and forth and Alicia Edwards getting in the ring and trying to interfere, Eric Young and Steve Macklin were able to get the victory over the System, and it was goodness all around, we'll say. So going into the next set of matches, we had some TNA Knockouts action. We had the tag team championships on the line with Spitfire versus Ash and Heather by Elegance. It was a good match. I liked the back and forth between the two teams. By Elegance came out in cowboy cheerleader outfits, which was entertaining. But in the end, Spitfire was able to continue to hold on to the Knockouts Tag Team Championships. It was a good victory for them. It was a hard-fought victory for them too. The next match, more Knockouts action. We had one Jordan Grace, Juggernaut, versus Tessa Blanchard. Had a couple of weird, like, I say weird, had some chants from the audience that were kind of crazy, but you know, people will chant what they chant. Overall, the match went back and forth. It was they had really good spots on the outside and on the inside. Shoot. I mean, Jordan Grace did a couple of hard-hitting moves on the outside. Tessa Blanchard tried to smash Jordan Grace's hands in the steps. All in all, Tessa Blanchard was able to get the win. This is apropos because a lot of things are indicating that one Miss Jordan Grace is don't know what is next for her. So next on the card was the Josh Alexander Mike Santana I Quit match. This match was bonkers in my opinion. These men went to war against each other. They used everything from chairs to tables to the ring stairs. Like there's a couple of cool spots that they did, especially kind of on the outside. You had Josh Alexander throwing Mike Santana into the railings on the outside, nearly hitting me from where I was. Luckily I was able to get out of the way. And Josh Alexander hit a C4 spike, and Mike Santana just kept going. It wasn't until Mike Santana um, positioned him to where he was going to do the stomp onto steel steps of the ring. That made Josh Alexander say "I quit" because he didn't want to have his face busted like that. The big thing though is after the match, Mike Santana, said, "Hey, you need to shake my hand like you said you would." Josh Alexander shook his hand and then made the statement of, "I quit in this match and I quit TNA," and then leave. So we will see the fallout of that come tomorrow, come the 23rd of January, on TNA's first live episode of Impact in quite a few years. Then you have the TNA World Tag Team Championships, held by one Hardy Brothers, or as they're going by in TNA, the Hardys. They were up against the Rascals. This was a great match. Highly entertaining, highly fast-paced, which you put these two teams in a ring and they're go. It ain't nothing but gas in that ring because the Rascals are high-flying, hard-hitting. The Hardys, we've seen them for decades. They will hit, do, jump off of, fly from anywhere to not just win, but to make an entertaining spot. Biggest thing about this though is Fraxium, Nathan Frazier, and Axiom. Came out at the beginning of the match, plopped down chairs, sat down, and was right at the end of the ramp watching this match. So toward the end of the match, I won't say end, but somewhere in the middle of the match, a dive happens. They get bumped again, and almost start into a fight, which would have caused a big stink on this match because it was so good. They get escorted out. Match continues. Back and forth happens. The Hardys get the win. They are still TNA World Tag Team Champions. I think it was a great match. I think that they deserve all of the praise for what they were able to do. And it was a great setup for the Fraxium versus Rascals match that is happening in San Antonio tomorrow on January 23rd on Impact. So I look forward to seeing that match. I think it's going to be great. I think that it's going to be that match is going to be hard hitting and fast, but we'll see how that goes. The next match was one that I was looking forward to. This was Masha Slamovich versus Rosemary for the Knockouts World title in a Clockwork Orange House of Fun match. This featured weapons. This featured barbed wire. This featured if you're an old TNA fan, you would recognize Janice, which was basically just a plank board that had nails going through it that one wrestler Abyss used to carry around, was used and subsequently destroyed Rosemary swung the thing so hard that in a spot where Masha moved out of the way, she slammed it into the steel ring steps and it broke it in half. I think that kind of tells you how hard that they were trying to hit each other. And trash can lids, chains, kendo sticks, staple gun, a cane. We saw Masha Slamovich do a dive over the top rope, catching Rosemary to go through a table on the floor. We then saw a spot where Masha was climbing a ladder to jump off of the ladder to land on Rosemary, and then Rosemary pushed her off the ladder down out of the ring to the floor through a table. And then from there, I don't know how Masha Slamovich did it. But she survived and defeated Rosemary in this match. I think Masha Slamovich is an amazing competitor. I really do. I've enjoyed watching her since the moment she popped into TNA. And it's going to be great to see her just continue to elevate herself. What we did also see after the match was we saw one Cora Jade from NXT show up and indicate that she was looking to challenge Masha Slamovich for the Knockouts title. We will see where that goes and see if that either happens on TNA or does it happen on NXT. We'll see. Okay. So that leads into the TNA World Title picture. This is probably one of the most anticipated matches that this card had. And it was great. So they did a meeting of the minds of the panel that they had during the countdown show. They brought back out at the top of the ramp. They started talking. Ryan Nemeth popped up, said, "I can't believe y'all are saying that Joe Hendry's gonna win. This is ridiculous. My brother is gonna win. You don't know what you're talking about." He gets kicked out of the building. From there, match starts. Entire crowd is behind Joe Hendry. I'm behind Joe Hendry. Like, I don't know. He's charismatic. He's fun, and I think he's hilarious. So through this, we see them go back and forth, hit move after move. We see Nick Nemeth kick out of the standing ovation. We see Joe Hendry kick out of Danger Zone. Within that match, Ryan Nemeth proceeds to buy a ticket and come back and sit in the audience. And it causes a little bit of a distraction, just a little bit. Within the same time period, when Kazarian comes down, during a point where both Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry are down on the ground, and is acting like he's going to cash in his Call Your Shot trophy. And then JBL comes hauling through the audience, busts open the gate, walks in, and just clothesline Kazarian, knocks him down, like knocks him out. Turns around to go to leave because he did his job. He prevented that fool from cashing in on Nick Nemeth, which I think was his entire plan. Ryan Nemeth proceeds to come out of the audience and confront JBL going, "What are you doing? Why are you interfering?" And then gets knocked out for him being stupid. Nick Nemeth and Joe Hendry get back up, keep going. Hendry hits a second standing ovation and gets the win. And we have Joe Hendry as the new TNA World Title holder. I absolutely loved this pay-per-view for a couple of different reasons. One, I really like Joe Hendry. Just do. And it's not even like it's a, I like him because of this, that, and the other. No, I just like him. Like, he's just genuinely like a talented wrestler, talented outside of the ring. Like, he very much reminds me of the 90s era where you had to be entertaining and be a good wrestler. Like, if you couldn't throw down and make the crowd smile, you didn't belong. And he is like the epitome of that. So, all right, cool. So, back to reality. Back to having a little bit of fun. We are a second here. So we are looking at what do we need realistically to be able to finish this living dex situation. And what we are looking at, pull this up. We are looking at only a few Pokemon left. We are gonna get into it. We're gonna try to get the last couple ones that we need for the Paldea Dex, or the Paldea section of the Pokedex, anyways. And then we'll move on to the stuff that's DLC exclusive. Sorry guys, 1 second. So, and we're looking for, like I said, just a few little things, really. And we're looking for like Mabosstiff. We're looking for Rellor. Let's see. Well, let's see. Sorry, I had a couple messages pop up. Mabosstiff, Bramblegast, Rellor, Finizen, Reverum, Arctivax, and then these 4 legends, and then for Caledon, and then these 4 Paradox Mons. 2 of these Paradox Mons I can get no problem. Gouging Fire and Raging Bolt. The 2 that I can't get so easily, Iron Boulder and Iron Crown, because I don't have the DLC for that game. But at some point, I will end up having to pick it up, and then I would come back and get those 2. I might also try to trade for them. We'll see how that goes. And then I don't know if I want to do all of these. Because all of the regional variants just seem yeah, I don't know. But let's get into it. Let's get some of this stuff caught and done with. At least get these last like 6 Pokemon that are non-legends out of the way. And then we can start looking at some other stuff. Yes, I will need to go get the legends at some point, but we'll get it handled. Alrighty. So, looking at it, so looking at it, all right, so I switched back over to my Pokemon Scarlet game because everything else here I can get in this version. And I'm actually going to delete my save file for my Violet version at some point, but I'll explain that later. So let's go. All right, so I have a Bramblin. I don't have a River Room here. This is shiny, and yeah. So let's see. Negative. Okay, so this was the Kami decks that I was working on, which we'll probably get back to that for a little bit. Just to kind of work on that because I like the idea of doing a Kitakami decks and possibly a Blueberry decks. That's a lot of extra stuff that I don't know. I kind of just want to do one at a time for the moment. So get my living decks figured out first, do something else, come back, finish off the Kitakami decks. If I haven't already done it on my own, because I mean I like playing Pokemon, so I'm looking to see. I might already have. I think I've already done this multiple times. See if I have a Brambleghast. I don't think I do. I think the only one I have is in my Paldea Pokedex. Yeah. Okay. So I thought I had Breloom. Huh. Anyways. I thought I had a Breloom. But, so, we're gonna go... we're gonna go take care of Alright. So Pokemon don't like stairs, I guess. Fair enough. Alright, so we're gonna go walk with this guy as much as we can. I know that my boss stiff is there's a spot up north part of Paldea that that I want to say he spawns. I think we're gonna head that way. But first, we're gonna go here. We're gonna go connect to the internet. Just update stuff. Alright. Dreamtail and Iron Bundles. Let's see. Cool. So, version exclusive Paradox Pokemon starting on the 24th to the 26th. I wish they would do it like opposite so that you can catch it in the other game, but anyways. 5-star Screamtail, 5-star Iron Bundle, various Terra types. So sounds like it could be fun to do. Participate in favorite battle events. Please download the latest protocol layers for Pokeball, the XP, the mystery gift, and check Poke Portal news. Okay. Season 26. Alright. So, Regulation G is technically running till the 31st of this month. So, with only having 10 days, I don't think I'm going to be dealing with that. Yeah, okay. Okay, so Regulation G is actually going to be running to the 30th of April, which is good. So one of the next things that we are going to look at is building a competitive team, competitively viable team, because I like that idea. I don't believe there's any gifts out right now. Wait. I already have this though. Okay, let's say I thought I already had that. Cool. So I am honestly thinking that one of the things that I'm going to look at doing in the upcoming time. Oh, that's right. Mezigos is its own like entity space. I forgot you can't just run out of it like that. Cool. So another thing I could also do is go through and just completely you know, trash every trainer in Paldea. Uh, Mainly because like you actually get some stuff for beating all the trainers in an area. Um, like there's one that you actually get a like that's the only way you can get I forget what item it is now. Um, but there's one specific one where it's like you that's the only way to get this very specific item. Um, do I hear Gimme? Maybe? No? Alright. Once again, this is still getting immensely frustrating. But um but my boss did. Uh so I mean I know I've explored over here, but might as well go take a looky-loo. But rambling run around here for a little bit. Let's see. Okay. Alrighty. No. Do not see any other Gimme Ghouls. Alright. Fair enough. Eh. Always hoping. Always looking. Check out what this raid is. Act you. Okay. Alright. So, there's a mass shift. So already we're in a good thought process of this is at least the direction we should be going. But I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna find myself up. And I say that because I've already seen my boss stiff up in this area before. So this is one of the areas that houses one of the 4 legendary Pokemon that I don't have extras of at the moment. I forget which one is actually housed up here, but yeah. Let's see. Knowing my luck, I probably won't get them to spawn. Oh. But I don't remember which one is up here. But I know my boss gift. Like, spawns in this area. Hey, there we go. Alright. Aha. Ah, I didn't catch him off guard though. It's okay. So we're gonna switch to Gallade. Cool. Not trying to run away. Trying to put you to sleep though. Dang it. Okay. Yeah. Nope. Nice. Alright. Now that you're asleep. Alright. So, one turn of sleep. Now I'm hoping for not an early wake up. Maybe. Stay asleep. No. Okay. Cool. Hey. Alright. Cool. I'll take it. I don't like the confusion, but I'll take it. Try to haunt you again. That's all. Put you back to sleep. Oh. Okay. Alright. Now we're gonna hit him with a false swipe. Go to sleep. I should put my hair up real quick. Sorry. That is under control. We go over here. Nest ball. Nice. All right. One down. Couple more to go. Okay. All right. There's that. Did not jump quick enough. Get away from this little puppet. Okay. So. Alright. So I'm thinking Relor might be the next one that I go for. Yeah. Let's see. I'm up here. Yeah. We'll fly over here. We'll catch a Relor real quick. And then that way that's out of the way. Aha! Caught him off guard. Hopefully I'll just be able to throw this and catch him. Go from there. Oh, alright. You know, I am not too high level over him. Let's see if I can't. And of course, I'm getting like, you know, full go on that move. Alrighty. Now that he's weakened, maybe. Alrighty. Give me a second. That's gonna deal with something real quick. Alrighty. I'm gonna run. Okay. Okay. So next would be Finizen or Reverum, which would really just be getting. Reverum would just be getting another Varum and evolving it. Which actually, we'll call that one God, because like I said, I plan on closing out my Violet game so I can restart it. So, and I need to go through and write. I'm gonna go through and write the rule set that I'm gonna use. But my idea is I'm going to do what I'm gonna call a raid den lock. I'm going to restart the game and play with a rule set that is going to involve only being able to use outside of my starter Pokemon that I find in raid, with a specific stipulation on how many I can get and level caps and all of this stuff. We'll actually start. I'll actually start writing the rule set out here in a little bit. Because I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be good for me. Just to go back to the game one more time. Just to have that experience and actually play the game, not just run through it because I'm trying to get to the end of the game or anything like that. I'm not going to try to speed run it or anything like that. But I just want to do a challenge run where the Pokemon that I can have access to is limited, Um, and they'll like put some arbitrary stipulations on it for myself. Because like I don't want to over level. I don't want to. I I'm not gonna say that I'm gonna go do the 8th gym, or the highest level gym first or anything like that. No, I'm gonna play through it like a normal person kind of thing. But I want to take that and make it where it's like a good fun challenge. So there's I want to do like restrictions on items, restrictions on and there's already like a thought process of like number of Pokemon you can have, stuff like that. And I want to say mainly because I don't care on the aspect of like Pokedex completion and stuff. I have a complete living dex of the Paldea region. After I get past the tutorial stuff, I'm going to just do a transfer, get a completed Pokedex, and then go from there. Like, legitimately. Because I don't see how doing that is going to change anything play-wise. Because my thought process is I'm not going to be able to buy items. I'm only going to get the stuff that I pick up through walking, through putting my Pokemon out there to go out. Because I'm going to put level caps on stuff, being able to like send out my Pokemon and let them battle wild Pokemon in a non-traditional format, I do not feel like would be an issue in the way that this challenge is going to go. I think the biggest thing that I got to figure out is where do I want, like, how much do I want to allow in the beginning versus how much, like, how hard is it going to be depending upon like the realm of things that are allowed, kind of thing, right? Whether or not I'm going to get to go hunt through raids, or is it one and done? Like, once you open a raid, you have to finish it. You either lose or you catch it. Go accept, right? And then if you lose, you can't redo that raid, kind of thing. And obviously these are arbitrary standards that I put on myself, but I just I feel like it would be a fun playthrough. I think I'm gonna call it a den lock. My biggest thing in that realm is the aspect of if I'm going to I guess the idea of if I'm going to if I'm gonna allow for like shinies. Like if I come across a shiny in the wild, am I gonna be, obviously I'm gonna catch it, like, but do I have the ability to have a mon on the side that is, shall we say, um a utility mon that would allow for me to easily catch Pokemon? Or are we talking just gotta do whatever, kind of do it the way whatever way we do it, and that's how it goes, kind of thing. So all right. Cool. So I'm gonna go about trying to figure out what's gonna be good range of things. When it comes to that, I like the idea and how high is this gonna go? This is kind of ridiculous. Where is this kid getting $30,000 from? Like, now it's too much? I don't know. It was a PP max. Like, I didn't think it was gonna go that high. Like, yeah. 29. Here. But so all right. I did that just because, yeah. Nothing else interesting. Is yeah, Ultra Balls are not worth fighting in an octagon for. You know what? I probably should go heal. We'll go heal. So Uh, all right. So the first aspect of things, um, okay. So my so my idea for this consists of, because this is a challenge run, um, this being a challenge run, the idea is that you are only able to catch Pokemon that you fight in raid den. Also includes the limitation of not being able to buy items, as well as a level cap, when dealing with the different boss trainer or boss Pokemon in the form of the Titan Pokemon. That in itself is going to set a precedence of you're gonna need to fight them in a specific order. In which I plan on doing a little bit of research, not to like know what Pokemon are what against trainers or whatever, but so that I just have a level guide um, when I go to start the challenge. Because where, yes, I'm going to be able to pick up all the items that I find on the ground, I'm not going to be able to buy any items. So that's really going to limit my healing potential. That's going to limit my and it's gonna honestly, it's gonna limit a lot of like move choices too. Because I'm not gonna want moves that it's gonna make me prioritize like Giga Drain. Like Giga Drain becomes a move that has a little bit more value to it now. If that makes sense. A move like Leech Seed has value to it in this challenge. It may not be much value, but it's still value. Stuff like that. So, I think Arctibax is the last one that I actually need to get. I probably just need to catch a Frigivax and evolve it. Let's see. A Dino. Give me 1 second. Never mind. Thought that was a different. Thought that was something different. Alright. Yes, isn't there supposed to be a Frigivax somewhere around here? That's a Dino. That's Dunsparce. Look in this cave real quick. Alright. Larvitar. And a Frigivax. Reload this area. Make you leader. Um. Um. Okay. Um. No. All right. Okay. That's kind of annoying. Um. High roar. Akito. No. Yes. Oh, really? That's weird. Huh. Okay. Avalug. C'est Titan. Alright. So. Okay. About to say. I am in the cold area. A single Frigibax would be great at the moment. Um. No. No. Nope. Nope. No. No. Here. Pokemon, 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 Pokemon. No. Alright. Says the Frigibax could spawn. Delibird. Huh. Okay. This is getting kind of frustrating here. Getting a little frustrating. um. All right. Not even any Frigibax over here. This is kind of annoying. Yeah, this is the only area that it spawns in is the Glacido Mountains. Well, this is frustrating. Okay. Okay. Gosh darn it. Okay. Um. Okay. Okay. Huh. Um. 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 Okay. Um. Um. Gosh darn it. Okay. Well, you're still showing me those. Nope. No. No, I haven't fallen. Okay. Says that there's a Bridgerback somewhere. Okay. So huh. Whale? Okay. Really would just like to find this dang Bridgerbacks already. Um, Travel over here. Maybe I'll have better luck over here. Um, let's see. Oh, Bridgerbacks. Um, okay. I just kind of wish I knew. Like, I kind of wish I had a guaranteed location that like Bridgerbacks would actually appear at. Um, kind of thing. Like I know that if I go here, that and no uncertain timing. See, it always says that there's Bridgerbacks in this area, and it's like there's all the other pseudo legends. Like, literally, that's like 3 of them. Okay. So I think I just this is frustrating. Because like legitimately that's kind of like the last thing I need. Uh, so I know one might spawn over in this area. Because this is where I've caught one before. Man, this is ridiculous. Okay. Oh, come on. I almost feel like just fly spawning to see if I can get it to spawn. Okay. I really just need this one Pokemon. Like, seriously. Um, okay. Don't know what to do. Um, okay. Hmm. Nice. Hmm. Um, oh, oh, oh. Ah. All right. So, Little nest ball. Nope. Okay. Ice Fang! I knew that was gonna kill. Not too low level. Yes. Next Pokemon. Gallade. Hypnosis. Cool. Nice. Just sleep. Nest ball. Gosh darn it. Yay! Alright. So we can fly to here. Alright. So the box. Okay. First thing. We're just gonna rare candy here. Oh. And that should. Yep, cool. That gives me the evolution. Okay. Gosh darn it. Okay. I wonder. Okay. So this might work. um, but let's see. All right. So we have Frigibax. We have Finizen. I'm gonna say we have a Revavroom because I'm gonna transfer the one from Violet over to my Pokedex. Caught a Rellor. Still trying to get me a Brambleghast. And I caught him a Boston. So that in itself takes care of Haldea. As soon as I finish with this. So what is also okay. size 16 font. In a little bit. Okay. So, this is the premise of what I want to do. Now, I'm gonna go here. This is going to be heading. So, um, so starter is legal. Other Pokemon. Speed. Trades. Trade dens. Alright. I guess the outlook of is what standard do I want to put when it comes to playing, as in, am I allowed to have 1, 2 before the first encounter, or is it you go in with your starter Pokemon and that's it? I personally think that being able to have at least 2 Pokemon would be balanced. 3 Pokemon I think would be okay. 4 Pokemon I think would be too easy, actually. So yeah. So the beginning of the run. Okay. So I think 1 is a good place to start. And then depending, we'll go from there, because I realistically don't want to go into it only having 1 Pokemon and then insta death. I think having 1 additional Pokemon is a good starting point. So, yeah. So, now, no. I mean, because that gives you an additional 18 Pokemon, so 20 Pokemon total that you would have. Um, hmm. So that caveat gives you 3 more. So all in all, you'll end with 23 Pokemon. In which you'd be able to beat the game fully. So okay. Level limits. So this is, so we're gonna go here, we're gonna go here. We go here, we're gonna go Champions Path. All right, so here's where a little bit of research has to happen. So let's see. That's Pokemon, version exclusives, item moves, region characters. Okay. So we'll go gyms first. All right. So all right. So, oh my lord. Okay. Cortono. Is it Cortando? What I think of it? Yeah. Okay. Max level is 15. And of course, I want to go through, and this is just the level of their Pokemon. I mean, realistically, there's an element of, do I want to go that high, or do I want it to be lower? And I say that with the idea that I mean, some of these are like really close to each other, and that's why I'm thinking. Because I mean, going 15 to 17, that's not that big of a level, which is fine. Shoot, it might actually make it even a little more fun. To be to only be able to go not like I can't even go one level kind of thing. And at the moment I'm just kind of like writing down level caps here because the funny part about it is that, I mean, depending upon how you want to go about it, you can choose to do, like, you wouldn't choose to do like Medali before Cascarafa. Mainly because that's such a level different. I mean, it's literally, looking at it being 6 level difference, like, that would be kind of rough in my opinion. So so this is level 42. Okay, I'm confused because okay. Okay. Let's see. Only one that changes. That's funny. Okay. Okay. So I believe that's 8 of those, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Cool. So the next question is, so we go there. Back one. Actually, double tab. Go delete. Let me say, I know I misspelled that. I'm not worried about that at the moment. Because so I want to do the same. I don't want to go over. I want to over level. So so I think this is gonna give me a because honestly I wouldn't be able to go in and out and level stuff up. So I mean I kind of got to go in at level 58 and just go from there. because I don't want to go. I don't want to go and be higher level for the first one, for the first trainer, and not be not have it be relevant kind of thing. Let's see. Okay. All right. So that's what we're looking at there for the Champions Path. Victory Road is what they call it. Okay. So seems yeah. So Cliff Titan. 16. Ooh. See, this is where it's going to get real interesting. Oh, yeah, this is where it's going to get real interesting, because the realm of the Titan Pokemon is almost vastly different than Victory Road path. Yeah. So we'll go there because that's actually technically 2 fights, but and then Arvin. Big Bad 63. Okay. Then last but not least, Starfall. Right? Okay. This is where I think the other, like, quote unquote challenge is going to come from, because all of these are so different in levels. Like, figuring out the order that you're going to be able to, like, do all of this is going to be real interesting, because yeah, I mean, we'll see. see if I can come up with a like a path here in a second. I just want to get all the info down, because it might just be that you have to have different Pokemon for each one specifically, like going through, and you kind of have to plan it out a little bit better, because I mean, going through everything, you're gonna level up. So I mean, having theirs into level 51, it's not even 51. Actually, there's one higher. uh, like their last like base. I mean, that's level 56. Like, I think that's the hardest one. I mean, I think that's the hardest like interval of stuff. So, and Clive battle, that's 61. And then let's see. Mainly because I want to be cheeky this way. So I think the hardest thing would be, because I feel like these two fights happen back to back, so I don't feel like you have the chance to go level if you decide to. So okay. So do you believe that is, yeah. Okay. Fair enough. Okay. So the other aspect of things, yeah, that doesn't matter. Okay. So we'll go in the game. Level 67 is the highest that she has. Okay. So, and we are going all the way 2 credits. Which means that we are going all the way through Area 0. This is the max level that we're looking at is 67. So with that comes now I gotta figure out. Now I gotta look, and yes, that's level limit. But there's the aspect of things where you can either use those level limits and go individual storylines, catching different Pokemon, or if you wanted to use the same Pokemon through all of it, be able to complete it, what path do you want to take? I think we'll work on that here in just a moment. I'm going to take a quick break. I'm gonna go use the little boys' room. Gonna go get me a snack. I will be back here in probably about 5 or so minutes. All right. All right, I'm back. Got me a snack here. Just got me lunch. We're gonna go from here. Um, you know, I was sitting here thinking hopefully more people would come in, but I've yet to be able to break that tie, that desire to, or not desire, I don't want to say expectation, but the desire to, just desire to be able to do stuff like this full time, or even have people just come in and say hi. Would be nice, but you know, it is what it is. I'm down. Um, I I am sitting here thinking to myself, wondering, um, you know, how viable is doing this, and I just I just I don't know. I uh I just I just want to be able to make a true living off of doing video work in general. Um, because I have loved doing video work. Um, specifically like tomorrow. Tomorrow my stream's only going to be 3 hours. I'm going to cut it at 1, because I have to get to a gig, and I want to make sure I get there with enough time. But there's realms of things where, you know, it just depends on everything going on and stuff of that nature. And I just, you know, I just, uh, sit there and think about things. Oh, oh, uh, um, um, so thinking about this challenge. Um, I think it's doable. I mean, I think order is key. If the realistic idea is to do all of it in one go and not have multiple like battle parties kind of thing. I think you could do it. I think you could do it in battle parties, right? Where you have like your you start with your 2 Pokemon, right? You knock off the first 2 in Victory Road, and then your next 2. So you knock off the 2 here in Victory Road. You have two Pokemon that you can catch from raid. You catch those 2 Pokemon. You take those 2 Pokemon and you go beat the Cliff Titan and you beat the Sagan Squad of Star Street. And you could get the Sky Titan out of the way as well. So, well, actually, I'll have to work on this, on my own, because I'm gonna have to cut this short a little bit. Got to go take care of an issue with one of my jobs. Um, but I do want to formulate like an order, a level order that you would be able that I would want to go. And then go from there. But before I go, well, hold on. I might not. Uh, hold on. I'm working on it. Try to figure this. Oh, so we're gonna stay here for a little bit. But let's see. Uh, so I've been kind of cheating this a little bit, because it's a long, like, walking period. Really? It still hasn't? Oh my god. Okay. So that's the one Pokemon that I do not have at the moment is Brambleghast. Cool. Um Alright, so you know what? We're gonna go check some raid dens and see if we might not come across a Brambleghast. I don't think we will, but you never know. Alright. So the first one we're gonna come check is gonna be this one. Um, um, we're gonna mark this. Oh, okay. Couldn't tell what Pokemon that was for a moment. Alright, so we're gonna come check these over here. Nope. Okay. So slow. You know what? I will walk. Just so he continues to walk. I hear another one. Okay. Let's see. Alright, so we are. So what we're doing at the moment is we are still running around with this we're still running around with Bramblin to help it get to the point where it might be able to evolve. Unfortunately, it does not have a way of like telling how long it's walked outside of the Pokeball. So it's like arbitrary, which is kind of annoying, but it is what it is. And as long as it's following me, it's fine. I mean, it's picking up berries every once in a while and stuff, so. I mean, I'll be real honest, I'm really horrible at being able to tell shiny Pokemon, but like I've probably run past like one or two every once in a while. Never even realized it. And, oh, I'm gonna climb up here. Okay. Okay. I will maneuver here. Okay. These items. Dang it. Okay. Yeah, what's going on? No, just playing, trying to trying to actually just find one specific Pokemon. Uh, how are you doing? Um, man, we're we are trying to find a Brambleghast in raids because doing this number is really annoying. uh, let's see that way. Oh, you keep not staying out. Walk. Oh, but um, and okay. Aha. Let's see. Can I? Maybe. Okay. All right. Oh, just shimmy down. Oh. Aha. Dang it. Okay. That is not what I'm looking for. Um. Yeah. This is not what I'm looking for. Cool. Oh. Shoot. Nope. Oh yeah, that was an actor. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's the Noiburn. All right. Um. Okay. All right. Ah. Okay. Just gotta know how to mess with the geometry. Um. All right. Oh. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. I am not having too good of luck today. Oh, dadgummit. Alright. This is really the most like actually frustrating part about this. And that's not even the like the ridiculousness of traversal or anything like that. It's I am I am in need of a single Pokemon, right? And it's not even a difficult Pokemon to get. It's just a Pokemon that has a ridiculous requirement of using a feature that you can't use realistically while riding, while, moving quickly. So it's like you have to move slowly for it to be able to follow you. It's kind of silly. There's a lot of bear ticks in these raids. That's kind of frustrating. But and so trying to think about it this way is like realistically you never know when it's actually going to be there. Like you never know when it's actually going to cross that threshold of, hey, I can evolve now. And it's kind of annoying. Because you don't have an indicator. Like, um, oh, not what I wanted. But, you know, but it's an arbitrary thing that Pokemon kind of requires you to do. Like, all right. All right. Stop returning to your Pokeball. I need you to walk. There's at least a couple of gimme goals I can get over here. Which is not an annoying Pokemon to like. Just sit there and dadgummit, come on. Sit there and have just okay. You know what? I know. There is. This is where I think I did it. Look, there's a cheap way of doing this. I'm gonna take it. Okay. Okay. So. Alright. So we're gonna let that sit there and roll for a minute. Because, yeah. That was getting kind of annoying. So let's come back over here. Alright. Catching standard, level limit. Did it stop? I know this trick used to work. I think they patched it. Huh. Maybe not. Maybe I found the right point. Okay. So, yeah, that's ridiculous. Alright. Stretching standard level limits. Why won't you do the thing? Ugh. Okay. Alright. Whale. Yeah. This seems to be the best place to go do it. Where are you going? Alright. So, we're gonna do. Yeah. Alright. So. um, Rules. Um. items. Okay, so at the moment, okay, let's see. Um, oh, dadgummit. Okay. Um, um, okay. Um, one here. All right, let's see here. All Right there. Okay. Cool. One less thing I need to actually have present. All right. So, no buying items, no catching wild Pokemon, except for Marine Dens. Can only have the starter and one other Pokemon for the challenge. Pokemon cannot be over the level limit at the beginning of the gym / base / Titan fight. Allotted. Okay. Alright. Generalized rules. Overview. Okay. Because I do not think that there's any fights that you have to lose, if I remember correctly. So, let's see. Yeah, I do. I do like. I think I do like that rule set. Yeah. All right. I feel like there might be something else that I need to like adjust, but yeah. Let me get this all on one page. Dadgummit. Where's that heading to? Yeah, forgot. Aha. Okay. Now, what I'm gonna do is based on level. Okay. So here's the hard part. Is really deciding. I mean, realistically, um, let's see, 17. 20. Gym. Titan. Gym. Titan. That was 20. Base. So that's gym. Pretty certain that's gonna be next. 27, 29, 30. Base. That is Titan. Okay. Gym. We have 36, 45, 33. The Q 45. Ooh. That's kind of a toss-up there. Those two can flip-flop. That's dangerous too, because you don't want to accidentally go past that level cap. That's going to be a little bit tricky. All right. So here's also where it gets tricky. Because that was 48. 51. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's all 8 gems. 1, 2, 3, 4 bases. There's another tricky one. Huh. Alright, so if I just put 51 there. Huh. Okay. So alright. So here's where it gets a little tricky. Because I know. I'm gonna go Elite 4 / Arven. Okay. So we can do all the other stuff, and then the final fights have to be level 60, with possibly the exception of like the Starfall, because it depends on the order that you do them in. But I think 60 is a good base number to start with, anyways. I mean, yeah. I like that. I like that setup. So, once we get this last Pokemon, I think this is the challenge that I start. We'll do like 1 to 2 at a time, depending on how things go. I mean, I don't see a reason why not. And once I figure out if I have this finished or not, I mean, it'll be the last thing I need to finish my Pokédex. Which, let's flip over here, that I want to deal with anyways. Cool. Yeah, because I don't even feel the like that need to get them right away on the current file that I have, I can literally just, as I'm playing through the game, doing this den lock, I think I will be perfectly okay doing that. And that's kind of an afterthought anyways, because you wouldn't want to try to, I mean, you theoretically could do it in your normal playthrough and not do it during your post game stuff. But yeah, okay, I think that's a good rule set. Okay, so it's been a few minutes, so we are gonna see if this works. Hot dog, it worked. Okay, so with that locks that down. Cool. All right. So since that locks that down, we are gonna go. Into Pokemon Home. Yes. All right. So we're going to transfer the last little bit of Pokemon that we need. All right. Okay. So I'm ready. I'm ready for this. Aha. Let's see. Okay. Okay. A ball stiff. Thermal gas. Rellor. Pennison. They look basically the same. Then Arctibax. Okay. We're gonna save and quit. I have all of that stuff on that file though. don't think I can remove that. Okay. Regardless, we are done with that set. Only because I don't think I can get to. I think it's in my party. Yeah, I think the Rev Room is in my party. I'll take a quick look. Yeah, it's in my party. Okay. Not a big deal. Okay. So seeing if there's anything else worth keeping out of this. Okay. So yeah, I'll have to get the Rev Room off of there. And possibly any other Pokemon that are on that team. But still have that dex. I'm missing technically. I say technically, I'm missing 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'm only missing 9 Pokemon. Oh, from Scarlet and Violet. Oh, to have a living dex. Technically, I also need an Enamorus. That's beside the point. But I'm glad to be done. And I say done, air quotes. I'm just glad to be past this and able to switch up and do other stuff. Tomorrow is going to be a short stream. Like I said before. Beyond that, beyond that, I feel this is a good place to stop for the day. Linktree is in the chat. That is all of my socials. Try to let I try to post that I'm going live there. beyond that, I appreciate anybody who came in and said hi. Sorry if I missed you. I feel like I did. And we'll be back tomorrow. Not sure what I'm going to be playing. It's either gonna be Pokemon or something JRPG related. Very much well may actually pop onto the PS5 and see what kind of free games that are there that I can try. We do free game Thursday, and just try to have a little bit of offhand fun and go from there. Or I might do Pokemon Let's Go, because there's a couple other things that I want to do on that end. I mean, yes, I have a Let's Go living deck as well. That I need to get a Magneton for. But this is complete. No Pokemon from Pokemon Go. And I like that fact. Well, correction. There's some Pokemon from Pokemon Go. But they weren't transferred from Pokemon Go. They were still caught in Pokemon Let's Go. And for the time, I'm okay with this. I do need to replace these two. Okay. I think I was doing that just to get my living decks filled in, because it was quick. And I know why these got sent over. Because, yeah. That was just me being lazy. That and I had shiny. Like, oh, hello. Oh, I didn't realize that's what that was. Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, that becomes an interesting situation. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. I have two things that I need. Um. Okay. There's the other. Yeah. Okay. Alright. Well. So I have a couple of mons I need to go catch. In Let's Go. So we will go from there. Cool. Beyond that, I appreciate, like I said, I appreciate anybody who stopped by. I appreciate anybody who's here. I appreciate the fact that I am just me. I appreciate the fact that my wife loves me. I appreciate the fact that she supports me. I appreciate the fact that I've not let her down. And I do just kind of pray that this at some point takes off. And yeah. I would highly enjoy that if it did. Beyond that, have a great day. Always remember to reach for the goals that you have in place, and just don't stop. Because the moment you stop is the moment you fail. The moment you fail is the moment you give up. And the moment you give up, well, I'd hate to see what would happen. So, you all have a great day.